This video is about TikTok and why I think your business should be on TikTok. So a lot of people are adverse to the platform. They don't want to get on it. They don't understand it. But as a business owner, we always need to take advantage of new platforms and new ways to expand our business that are, going to be low cost or easy to hop into. And TikTok definitely ticks all the boxes because it allows us to get major exposure for our business for little time or cost that you can't get on any other platform. No other platform will expand your exposure for your business in places the way that TikTok does. So it's a lot like the way that Instagram was. When Instagram first started, you could get major exposure for your business because it would actually push you, the algorithm would push you out further. And that's what TikTok currently does. So I know it could be tough, but I need to start thinking about making content for TikTok. And in this video, I'm just gonna talk a little bit about my journey on TikTok. I've made several videos on there since I started about a year, maybe a little over a year ago on TikTok. And I have a couple that went kind of a little bit semi-viral. I did one about how to get out of a iPhone group text message. Not necessarily about web design. My company is about web design, but I'm tech related. It's tech adjacent, and it was something that I was having an issue, and I solved it. And I figured, well, I'm gonna make a TikTok video. Well, I was gonna make a video about it, put it on TikTok, and it happened to get like close to 90,000 views. Now that's not actually viral, of course, but for a company like me, for me to try and get 90,000 views on any piece of content that I put out on YouTube or Facebook or LinkedIn or anything. On LinkedIn, I have like 23,000 followers or something like that, which is pretty good following, but I still, even with 23,000 people following me on LinkedIn, I'm nowhere near I'm getting 90,000 views on any of my content. And so that's incredible. Like, the content I make is not the type of content that should justify major views, because it's not shock content. It's not really, it's interesting to a certain degree, but it doesn't have major necessarily mass appeal. So this video I made about iPhones that got 90,000 views is incredible exposure. And I did put that same video on all those other platforms that didn't get those type of views. So I think it's a good example of how your business can get crazy exposure there for free, just with your time making videos. And you should put it on TikTok. And just a couple little tips about TikTok. I know when you work inside the platform, if you edit inside the platform, you can get more benefit off the platform. I don't do my editing inside TikTok. It's not something I do or take advantage of. Still have been doing pretty good. One of the things about TikTok too is that they push your video further or get more exposure to your video when you're using TikTok. So it's, again, part of kind of this whole thing where anybody who's watching this video who's not on TikTok or is not posting on TikTok is probably gonna be like, oh, not only do I have to create for TikTok, now you want me to use TikTok and scroll through TikTok. Well, the platform is interesting just from my own observations, and I have no actual proof of this, but my own observations shows that when you use TikTok, scrolling through TikTok, you will get more likes on your posts, which is crazy. But the platform, I think, wants to encourage you to use it. They want you to get on there. So the more that you use it, the more that your stuff gets exposure as well. So that's just from my own experience. I don't know if that's necessarily a fact. You definitely can try that out yourself. But no matter any way you slice it, you need to get on there. You need to take advantage of it now, because we don't know how long this is going to last for. By this time next year, TikTok could have totally saturated and become, it is pretty saturated already. There's over 1 billion people using it, but the algorithm could no longer be pushing you out the way it is right now. So I think the clock is really ticking for the opportunity to take advantage of this as a small business owner, small, medium-sized business owner, anybody who's in a marketing position. So if you're not on TikTok, if you're not using TikTok, this is your video and your reminder that you should really push yourself a little bit to get your videos on there and start building your TikTok account, building your following, and getting your free exposure, because that's something you have to pay for anywhere else on the web. And I was able to get 90,000 views on a video without paying for it. So I think it's pretty incredible. A lot of new people have seen my business, and I've gotten some messages for people to help them with their businesses. So it definitely works, and I'm a testament to that. And hopefully you can start your journey. Of course, this video is going to go on TikTok. So if you're on TikTok, obviously you probably know this. Maybe you're not a creator though, and maybe this is your encouragement to become a creator and start putting videos up. Obviously, I'm gonna put this on a bunch of other networks. So if you see this on a different network, hop over to TikTok, try it out, start an account. Or if you have an account, start getting in there and start using it and posting. And then you gotta scroll too. You gotta use the TikTok. That's what they want you to do. So this is Joe Field with SkyPoint Studios. I am a web developer, and I could definitely help you out if you need help with web design. But thank you as always for watching my videos, and I'd love to see you on the next one. See you soon.